Hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here. And we're still kind of exploring around. Trying to remember where that other heart piece is. Hey. Oh, what was that? Oh, I know where the other heart piece is. I need more money, though. Where do I get more money? I should say what's an easy place to get more money. Forget it. I know my way around this game. I can go to the next dungeon with only 4 hearts. Basically, another thing I was thinking of doing is going to the Zora land and getting the flippers so we can swim, because we can't swim without flippers or something. But if we go into here, we get where this guy is. I am Shahashashala, the village elder and descendant of the 7 sages. Oh, really? I am surprised that one so young is searching for the Sword of Evil's main link. Not just anyone can use that blade. Legends say only the hero who has won the 3 pendants can wield the sword. Do you wish to truly find it? Oh, well, what options I have? Good, for your first test. Can you retrieve the Pendant of Courage from the East Palace? And excellent. And if we go back here, we have another obviously bombable spot. And we get some bombs. And money. And more money. That's actually a decent chunk of money. I almost have enough to buy the flippers. I only need 500 to buy the flippers, so maybe we'll do that after the first dungeon. Die already. Yay, 322. I'm 178 rupees away. And those guys take a lot of hits, but they can also be avoided as well, like so. And if we climb up this way... No, I meant to just hit him. Hi there. And if we climb up here... don't bother those statues. We're in the East Palace. This is what I consider to be level 1. I gotta remember how to go through here. This is not the right way. I gotta remember if there was something on the right side. I'm pretty sure there's not. No, there's not. I'm getting this confused with level 1 in the Dark World. Spoilers, there's a Dark World. And this is also fairly iconic music for Zelda franchises, and we're doing Link bowling through that corridor there. I think there's something this way, if I go this way. Yes, there is. Money! Oh, I am definitely going to get the flippers right after this stage. Alright, so if we go this way, we can flip this switch. I believe I want to go to the right first. One thing I always kind of liked about A Link to the Past is that you have a lot of different paths to go through a dungeon at any given point, and it's it leads to some exploration, some fun, and some things that I still have not memorized. like, which of these is the correct switch. Okay, it's the middle one. One of the later ones in this dungeon, I believe, is like the bottom right or something. And that gets us the map. And this takes us back to here. And now we're ready to go to the left. So we press the switch. What? Why didn't that hit you? I call shenanigans. And these skeletons, you'll see that they will jump away. If you try to hit them, you can corner them with your sword like that, or you can just hit them with the boomerang. They'll never jump from the boomerang. Difference is 4 shots from the boomerang will take them out. Boomerang dealing half the damage that your sword would. And sometimes you can just catch them by surprise. In this room... Oh, I knew it. I knew stuff was appearing. Or using the pots. The pots will one-shot those guys. They were slow to appear. I thought I had to get a switch there. That's why I was using the pots. Normally, I'd just use the... I'd recommend using the pots on those skeletons, just because it'll take them out in one shot, and they won't jump over it. And that was the compass we just picked up. It does stuff. This is a talking box. It talks to us and tells us things we don't need to know. Well, or things we might need to know, but things I already know. Something else I already know. Use the pots on those guys, it'll one-shot them. Otherwise, with your sword, it'll take 3 shots? I need the big key. I should have known that. We don't get anything for... well... at least we don't need to kill all the enemies in that room yet. We need to go this way. And we're going to be chased. And even though we open the switch there, I recommend running around. We need a key. I kinda need that money. There's evil things in this room, too. One of these evil things is holding a key. Come on, don't lie to me. Oh. Okay, the key's underneath one of these pots. Obviously, it's going to be the last one I get. Okay, so my memory of this game is not perfect, and honestly, I don't think it ever will be. But that's the fun part. We get to figure out how much I actually remember of this game, and how much I'm just sort of BSing my way through. And this room can obviously get kind of dangerous. We have... this is a defeat all the enemies challenge room. What? Moving in inconvenient directions. Oh, hey! Okay, so I want to nail this guy with the pot. And the switch we need to step on is, well, clearly right where all those guys are splitting up. Ow. Told you guys, those things would drain us of magic. And that's the big key. And we can go open that big chest. And we can open this big key door. So yes, we have normal-sized keys and then the big key. Big key is for, well, doors with the jumbo-sized lock on it. And the big key, however, will not open small key things. So yeah, you need the big key to get that. You also need the big key to... you also need to use the sword and not try to pick up skeletons. We got the bow. We can shoot arrows at least until we run out. How convenient. And then they send skeletons that will send their heads flying at us. I just recommend ignoring them and getting the heck out of there. And, well, we don't have any... ow. We don't have any, well, we do have pots in that room, but they're in a very inconvenient location. And we have enough money to buy flippers now. Hooray! Hey, pick that up. So that can be a somewhat dangerous room. You have to kind of dodge around there. And where'd the other guy go? I know he's still there. Oh, he's coming. He's coming. He's coming. I missed him. Let's ignore him. I have the key anyways. And I believe this is taking us to our final stretch of the dungeon. Oh, that was close. And I believe we can hold 30 arrows at this point. Oh, that was lucky. Typically I can't hit both of them, or I don't manage to hit both of them the first time through. That's the real switch. I thought that was, but I thought I stepped on it. This room is kind of dangerous. I thought the upper left was... upper right was the real switch. Okay, let's get out of the room of evil bowling balls. Arrows are also nice against these skeletons. Now these red ones, they will take 2 arrows or 2 pots. They're immune to pots. And as he's closing his eye, he becomes immune to damage again. This room, tackle it, well, tackle it like I just did. Take out one of those guys, and then line yourself up nicely, and take out the other one. And the jars on the other side have additional arrows and health, and we're at the boss already. This became a short dungeon. I also knew what I was doing, but that's beside the point. Now we can spam our arrows. You can hurt these guys with the boomerang. Don't let them bounce on you. But they're not terribly challenging until you get to the final one and he starts going a little bit ballistic on you. And we're required to pick up the heart container. That's why my minimalist run had so many hearts that you saw in the first part. And that gets us the green pendant. And it's the Pendant of Courage. One thing I find interesting is that, you know, you have the Triforce in Zelda, and the Triforce is made up of three triangles. One of them representing courage, one representing wisdom, and one representing power. And these pendants represent, well, the same 3 things. Just an interesting little thing I've noticed over the years playing this game. And so we'll go back to this guy. And I got the Pendant of Courage. Generations ago, yada yada yada. Oh, just give me the place of the other things. You don't tell me anything that I really need to know. Yes, 7 sages, ceiling, evil, the wave. We need to avoid the wave. Hey, you gave us Pegasus shoes. Hold the R button to dash. And the R button is also what we use to pick stuff up. So, yeah, controls become a little bit awkward in the Game Boy Advance version, just because, like I said, you don't have as many buttons as you had on the Super NES controller, but that gives us the ability to run through stuff. Yeah, that makes you angry. Well, I'm angry too. And if we run this way, we'll run through him. Oh boy. So those guys aren't the brightest. You can easily just lure them into a place where you can take care of them. And while I'm here, I should pick up some more fairies. It's always useful to have fairies in the bottle, just in case I somehow die. But that hasn't really happened yet. And if we go over here, there should be another place we can dash into a pile of stones around here and get a piece of heart. Okay, I am thinking of another place on the world map. I know where it is. Because like I said, I have played this game before. Oh, that was close. Like I said, I have played this game before and I know which way I can and can't go. So we'll go through here into the Forest of Nothingness because I don't think anything important's really in this area. Alright, I'm going to pick up this piece of heart, which I'm going the entirely wrong direction because it's actually up there. Ah, there it is. There's a piece of heart in here. And that gives us our fourth piece, and increases our life container. How convenient.